The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a long-lasting fight in the Middle East that started in the mid-1900s. It began with attempts to create a Jewish homeland in Palestine, leading to conflicts between Jews and Arabs. The UN proposed a plan in 1947, but it caused a war that lasted until 1949. The current situation began in 1967 when Israel occupied the West Bank and Gaza. Efforts have been made for a two-state solution, like the Oslo Accords in the 1990s. But challenges remain. Issues include the status of Jerusalem, Israeli settlements, borders, security, and water rights. The conflict has led to international conferences and affected tourism. Support for a two-state solution has decreased over time. Different views exist within Israeli and Palestinian societies, ranging from accusations of Israeli violence as genocide to claims of Palestinian terrorism. Civilians on both sides have suffered casualties. Internal divisions persist, with conflicts between Fatah and Hamas among Palestinians. Recent political upheaval in Israel and conflicts with Hamas in 2023 add to the complexity. Direct negotiations involve the Israeli government and the Palestine Liberation Organization, mediated by the Quartet on the Middle East. The Arab League, Egypt, and Jordan also play crucial roles. Peace negotiations, ongoing since 2013 with interruptions, face substantial challenges. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has deep historical roots, starting in the late 19th and early 20th centuries when both Jews and Arabs sought sovereignty in the Middle East. The Balfour Declaration in 1917 expressed British support for a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, leading to increased tensions. Palestinian Arab nationalist movements, led by figures like Haj Amin al-Husseini, opposed Jewish immigration, sparking violence in the 1920s. The Arab Revolt in 1936-1939 and its repression by the British marked a violent period. World War II brought a temporary calm, but tensions rose again after the war, exacerbated by issues like immigration quotas. In 1947, the UN proposed a partition plan for Palestine, leading to violence. Arab and Jewish forces clashed, and by 1948, Arab forces faced collapse while Jewish forces gained territory. This created a significant refugee problem for Palestinian Arabs. The conflict's roots include historical nationalist movements, clashes over land, and opposing visions for the future of the region. 1948 Arab-Israel Way. After Israel declared its statehood in 1948, the Arab League intervened, leading to the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Ceasefire agreements in 1949 left Israel holding much of the former Mandate territory, Jordan annexing the West Bank, and Egypt taking control of the Gaza Strip. After 1956 Arab-Israel War Suez Crisis. In the 1950s, Jordan and Egypt supported cross-border attacks into Israel, resulting in the 1956 Suez Crisis. Israel briefly occupied the Gaza Strip, but the all-Palestine government was later restored after Israeli withdrew. Entered into 67 Arab-Israeli War, Six-Day War. During the Six-Day War in 1967, Israel gained control of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, and Sinai Peninsula. The war significantly impacted Palestinian nationalism, leading to the establishment of the PLO in Jordan. 1973 Arab-Israeli War Yom Kippur. In 1973, Arab forces, mainly Egypt and Syria, attacked Israel on Yom Kippur. The war ended with an Israeli victory, but both sides suffered heavy casualties. 1982 Lebanon Way. The 1982 Lebanon War followed Palestinian attacks and Israeli retaliation. Israel initially succeeded, but the conflict's aftermath shaped the Palestinian resistance. First Intifada 1987-1993. The First Intifada started in 1987 as a response to occupation and led to international efforts for peace. The Oslo Accords in 1993 allowed the PLO to establish the Palestinian National Authority in the West Bank and Gaza. Was Second Intifada and 2000. The Second Intifada brought renewed violence. In 2005, Israel withdrew from Gaza, but debates persist over its occupation status. Fatah and Hamas split 2006-2007. Hamas won the 2006 Palestinian parliamentary election, leading to tensions with Fatah and the Battle of Gaza in 2007. Israel imposed blockades and conflicts continued. Israeli-Hamas tensions 2022. With the 2022 Israeli government, including far-right politicians, tensions rose. Events in 2023, such as incursions and clashes, escalated the conflict, resulting in the highest death toll since 2005.